Hello everyone, and today we would build an AI purchase order approval workflow. The workflow is basically used to when someone purchase order in the company, they need to validate against the company policy. So check if the purchase is according to company policy or not. For example, we have a document like company policy where we have and max auto approval price and the manager, the finance approval required or not. And based on that, we also have approved vendor. So it also check if it's approved vendor or not. Some satisfactions like Apple business. We have category like IT equipment, and related to that, we have a vendor called Apple business, and its status is approved. So and the third is department. So every department has different monthly, for example, marketing budget. We have marketing emails and then monthly revenue account. So for example, let's say I'm purchasing. There is a new hiring in the company, and we need to purchase an laptop for that, and that's why we need to require. For example, let's say I fill the forms first. We use an A10 submit to have form. Once you select it, you can see we have. Now we need to configure it with the column you want. Sorry, the text you want. I want employee name, department, and for example, I say okay. The employee name is John Smith, department marketing, emails, item name. I want to purchase a MacBook. Quantity to unit price 22 business justification new hires required laptop for design work. So that's why, and there is some approve under. So let's say I fill the information and I'm in the department, and once execute, so do not don't need I have one in it. So the next once the purchase form is approved, we need to AI agent that will check against company policies uh, it is okay or not. For example, let's say uh, we need to define the input is JSON, that's mean whole and converting, and then the next is the system map. So we are saying for agency you have multiple business tool. Always use the available tool before making any. So your responsibility is validate the purchase against company policy, verify the vendor, check if the requesting department has sufficient budget, review purchase history and other info. And we have some if the tool which is department budget that has department budget and to vendors and the company policy. So and we are giving the AI tool as Google Sheet, which has the department company as an AI tool. So you need to select it and then like, right Google Sheet. You can see we have Google Sheet. Once you select it, you can see we have at this one. We need to select the document and the sheet of the respective company. So now let's say AI run, and now it's given this information. Policy compliant true, have vendors approve equal to true, budget available yes, approval status approve for review. Then we have IT manager for primary word, then finance required yes. Some reason request to webhook from approved vendor. So we have some reasoning also. Now we need to have a node that would check if it's approved or not. For example, we can see we have approval status which is approved for review. So now we are giving this input, and in the output we are saying if it's approved for review equal to true. That's mean we need to go to this AI purchase order generator. If it's not through and it's declined, then we send message back to the purchaser. For example, the one who filled the form, and we are giving his email from submit approval node, and then subject is purchase order status, then for purchase order. But let's say the purchase order is okay, then we have someone who will generate a purchase order so that we can uh, email back. So that's why we are using this. And if you see in the output parser, this is for the previous agent, because we need to have uh, the data in this form, for example, and we need to enable required specific format. Like this will give this pin. You need to use structured output parser, and you need to provide the output which you and then once AI purchase order is complete, generate a professional purchase order markdown, include purchase order, purchase information, shipping address, all the information based on the input we have given. Now the AI has generated a purchase order history in the markdown format. The next thing is to create a document. We are using a Google Docs in which we are using resource equal to document and the configuration, and the folder you out title, which is order purchase, and we are giving a date. So now it's created a document, and then the second thing, it's create an empty document. We need to fill it with information. That's why we are using update document and the ID from what. And then in the action, you can like a text action would be insert because we are inserting a text, and then insert segment is body, insert to page we have. Now you can give us a document ID. So the next thing we can do is we basically upload this, download this from the Google Drive, and then uh, send email back. So but we are for the person we are emailing back to them purchase order, and then hello your purchase, and we are giving an output with information, shipping address. Thank you for your continued partnership. Please confirm delivery and delivery timeline for a new hire. Okay, so and this email will not go to the person, it's go to the vendor. Let's say that's a vendor application. So it will go to vendor for proof. Sorry for so this order is now for your hire equipment has been approved for review by the manager financing and so this is a workflow. If you want to validate the policies procedure in the business before purchase.